So hi guys, while I was out today actually at the zoo, so there's another video coming soon, I thought I'd do a quick ISO test. So this is ISO 10,000, absolutely pointless. It does do ISO 12,000 or ISO 12,400, but completely pointless. 8,000, it's just grainy at the end of the day, and you've got lines across, as you can see, as we drop, the lines become less obtrusive and obviously slightly less grainy. This is why I always go on about people using a ISO 100 as much as possible to keep the quality at its best. ISO 5000 is actually not too bad. We've got to remember that we pixel people all the time, so I try to ignore fine grain nowadays. You just can't see it in the real world unless you're zoomed in. 3200, it's starting to look much better already. Colours are starting to come back out. And brightness is starting to come back through. The whites are looking better, the yellows are looking better at ISO 2000, even better. It's a brilliant camera, but it has its limitations, and as we get down to ISO 1600, it's not looking too bad. Like I said, don't zoom in too much. If you're printing an image, even at A2 for example, you know, quite a nice size, this is still going to look quite good. ISO 1000 is the real limit that I normally take this camera to, and that actually looks quite good, and it's just going to get better from now on. 800, even sharper, even more, you know, slightly clearer, less grain. It's actually looking quite nice. This is shot at f4 by the way, so the background's nicely blurred out, and you know, it's starting to look there. ISO 400, pretty usable, not a problem at all. My real range is generally ISO 100 to 400, up to 1000 if I have to, but generally I'd rather actually underexpose a little bit using a lower ISO and then just boost the colours and the lightness and the whites and everything later on if I have to in post. You know, this camera ISO 100 is a winner, and because you've got that fast lens, you know, f4, you can be shooting at a higher shutter speed, or even a, you know, and obviously wide aperture, and keeping the ISO at 100, where other people are using, say for example, the 150 to 600mm f6.3 Sigma lens, or even the Sony 200 to 600mm on the big full frames, but they're then up in the ISO 1000 area already. If the light isn't all that great, where if we shoot an f4, we can still make the most of it. So that was just literally just a quick comparison, guys, so you can kind of get what ISO 10,000 back to 100 kind of looks like, and it really gives you that real world test. These photos have not been edited, adjusted or anything. They are as they are straight out of the camera. They were raw, converted straight to a JPEG and saved. There's no sharpening added, no nothing. So they are as you know, what you saw kind of thing. You know, it's a case of, in the real world, it's a brilliant camera. You know, so I would just say people need to stop pixel peeping, because that's when they go, oh look, it's grainy. It's like, yeah, of course it is, you can see the pixels, but actually when you zoom out, and even if you're at ISO 1000, it actually looks quite clean. So anyway, any questions about this camera, the Rx10 Mark IV, feel free to leave a comment below. Also, please click the subscribe button, and also check through my other videos. There's a mixture of Rx10 Mark IV and A7R3, A7R4, different lenses, things like that. And like I say, feel free to comment, ask questions and everything like that, and also remember to click that little notification bell, and I shall see you soon.